So to get started tonight, can you guys tell me a little bit about your campaign platform?
So we run on a platform called Speak Up, and a lot of what we want to do is we want to get student input on things. We have our own platform points, but we try and keep it as minimal and as broad as possible because we really want to get student input on stuff. WSGA is literally the students serving the students, and that's what we want to do this year.
The platform that we do have consists of three main points: overall student wellness, campus involvement and safety, and then campus technological improvements. And then each of those is broken down to a couple different ideas.
Great, thank you. So next, both campaigns have ideas to reduce the cost of supplies for students on campus, specifically textbooks. Does your campaign have any plans to help reduce the cost of other supplies, such as those for art students, nursing students, and music students?
Well, I was thinking about this a lot actually the other day. So what some student orgs do, we had the police cadet program that turned into a student organization, and every student organization gets $3,000 from WSGA, and so they use theirs on equipment for the police cadet program. So we want to like market how to get funding requests and like go to all the different departments, be like, hey, this is how you get a funding request. You just need an organization, and you get $3,000, and you can get these supplies that you really need. Like, there's a Student Nurses of Washburn organization, and I've never seen them in WSGA, so I'd like to see them come on in and get some fun, because like they need some supplies, so I'd like to see them come on in and let us help them out.
Great. WSGA recently passed a resolution to ask for more student input or involvement in the Washburn Board of Regents meetings. How does your campaign plan to work with the Washburn administration to ensure that student voices are being heard in the decision-making process of the university?
We actually met with Dr. Grosspitch last week, and we discussed this a little bit. We would like to, once elected, we would like to have weekly meetings with Dr. Grosspitch just to discuss what's going on in WSGA, because he wants to be the voice of the students when he goes to exec staff. So if he can do that, he wants to do that as best as he can. So we want to have weekly meetings with him, and then have monthly meetings with Dr. Farley, and then obviously at least one of us being in the Board of Regents meetings, even if it's just to sit and listen.
Great. Why do you believe you're the best choice to become the next president and vice president for WSGA and for our student body?
I think that we're two really open individuals. We really like to talk to people. Like Sydney and I, we have totally different leadership capabilities, and so she's more of the public speaker, and I'm more of the sit down with me, let's have a conversation, let's figure something out. And I think we're different, but we complement each other, and I think that's really cool about our ticket.
I would say one thing that Jack and I have is we are involved in very different things on campus. We know a lot of different students. We come from different backgrounds. And so all of that is even though like we may not know as much about diversity and that kind of thing, I think we are very diverse individuals. And so having that, and then just our connections on campus, as well as we just want the best for the students. If our goals, like what we have on our platform, if those don't get accomplished, but we're accomplishing things for the students, we're going to see that as a success, even though it wasn't what we initially ran on.
Great, thank you. Based on your experiences at Washburn, how would you describe the culture of the university, and how would your administration help to grow or change this culture?
It's very much a backpacker campus. I heard it being called that once. People just come during the week and then leave during the weekends, and I think that kind of contributes to the negative, like, well, we don't have the D1 culture that everyone wants. I think we need, like, and that lack of D1 culture directly hits our school spirit and stuff like that, and that's a big thing that Sydney wants to do. She was pep leader in our high school, I think, right? What do you call it?
Spirit Squad.
Spirit Squad. Sorry, we called it Pep Club, and so I was our Pep Club president too. So we both know a lot about the school spirit stuff, and like that's just kind of what I was explained to it as, is more of like a backpacker campus, and I'd really like to see it branch out and become more of like just more school spirit on our campus.
I would say the first thing I noticed when visiting Washburn and coming to different events as a senior in high school, was the family feel. President Farley comes to everything. He is the typical Washburn dad, if you want to call him that. But just how friendly all the faculty are and that kind of thing. And I just want to encourage more students to get out there because, like Jack said, having the commuter campus, students don't go talk to faculty and they don't get as involved. And it's proven that a student who gets involved has a better college experience and
Better retention.
yeah,
Too.
succeeds better in college. And so I want to encourage more students to get out there and find faculty members, join different student organizations, because I think that would greatly improve our campus culture and it would make more students want to go to different on-campus events.
Great. Well, that's all my questions, so thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to come by the Memorial Union next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to cast your vote for President and Vice President of WSGA. On Friday, the Washburn Review will be covering the election as the results are announced.